Good morning, student. Today's chapter, that is chapter 2, microorganisms, friend and foe. Already we have discussed about useful microorganisms. Useful microorganisms. Now we'll study what are the harmful microorganisms. Microorganisms that are harmful in many ways. These microorganisms are harmful in many ways. Some of the microorganisms, they cause diseases in human beings, plants, and animals as well. Got it now? So, what are these harmful microorganisms we studied? So, those microorganisms which cause disease are called what? They are called pathogens. Disease-causing microorganisms. Disease-causing microbes, or we can say microorganisms. Disease-causing microbes are called what? Pathogens. Pathogens. Pathogens means disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Got it now? So some microorganisms also even they spoil food. They even spoil food. Also even they in clothing also they spoil the clothing. Clothings and leathers. Got it now? So they also even cause diseases in human beings. Animals and plants. These pathogens. Got it now? So we'll study regarding human beings. What are the microorganisms which cause disease in human beings, animals, and plants? Also, we'll study about food. Now we'll study that harmful activities. What are the microorganisms' harmful activities in our human beings as well as animals, in plants? One by one we will study. First we will study disease-causing microorganisms in human beings. We will study in humans. So first one. Disease causing microorganism. Microorganism in humans. Got it now? So this is causing microorganisms. This pathogen, that is disease causing microorganisms are called pathogen. This pathogen may enter in our body in many ways. First one, pathogen may enter in our body in many ways. So how they enter, these microorganisms which cause diseases, these microorganisms, how they enter in our body? We are talking about human beings. How this microorganism cause disease in humans. So these pathogens may enter in our body through what? Through the air we breathe. Through the air we breathe. Through the air we breathe. Through air, what are the diseases that spread through air? Through the air we breathe. What are the diseases? Common cold, first one. Common Common, I will write a little bit bigger inside. Common cold, I can say influenza, what I will write? Influenza, typhoid, and another is tuberculosis. These are the microorganisms which transmit. The transmit medium is air. This common cold and this influenza, what are the microorganisms? What are the microorganisms here? That is viruses. This common cold is caused by microorganism named as virus. Influenza also caused by, but they transmit through what? Air. They can transmit from one person to another, that is air. Typhoid and tuberculosis, these are caused what? They are also transmit through air. These are all through air. But typhoid and tuberculosis are caused by a microorganism called what? Bacteria. They are caused by, these are caused by bacteria. But the transmission medium is air. Both in cases. Common cold, influenza, that is virus, transmit through air. And also typhoid and tuberculosis are, that is, transmit through air, that is bacteria. What is now? So you understood, transmit through air we breathe. Before this, microorganisms which transmit transmit from one person to another person, are those type of diseases are called what? Communicable diseases. What are those called? They are called as communicable disease. Disease which can spread. Disease which can spread from one person to another person are called communicable disease, or we can say infectious disease. What is now? The disease which can spread from one person, from infected person to a healthy person, are called what? Communicable disease or infectious diseases. That can be transmitted through air, that can be transmitted through food, that can be transmitted through food, or that can be transmitted through physical contact or direct contact. But what is the disease which can spread from one person to another are called what? Communicable diseases. Also we can say infectious diseases. So through the air we breathe, that are already we have discussed. What are the diseases and what are the microorganisms which are responsible in causing these diseases? Got it now? So we'll study then. Already I hope you understand the meaning of communicable diseases and infectious diseases or infectious diseases. So the pathogens may enter in our body through the air we breathe, that is common cold, influenza, typhoid, tuberculosis. Common cold and influenza is caused by microorganisms, that is virus. And tuberculosis and typhoid are transmitted through air, which are caused by a microorganism, that is virus, that is a bacteria. So now through the water we drink, through the water or food that through the water or food that we intake. What are the diseases that we caused by this? Cholera. What is that? That is known as cholera. Cholera can be transmitted through what? What is the transmitted medium? That is water or food. That is transmitted by which microorganism? That is bacteria. So this is how through the water food that we intake, that is cholera. The disease called cholera we get from water and food. Through water and food, these pathogens enter in our body. So transmission medium is water and food. So, and the microorganisms which cause disease in our body through water and food are what? Bacteria. That is bacteria. This is microorganism. That is bacteria. Then also through direct contact. Through direct contact. Through direct contact with the infected person. Through direct contact with the infected person. How will you get this one? That is measles, chicken pox, or you can say that is smallpox. These measles are caused by measles, chicken pox, smallpox. These are transmitted through air. What? Air. These are chicken pox and smallpox. They are transmitted by air or contact. These two are air or contact, direct contact. Air or direct contact. What are the microorganisms which cause these diseases? They are all viruses. They are all what? Viruses. These are all viruses. So through direct contact with the infected person, these pathogens may enter in our body. That can be cause a disease called measles, that is transmitted through air. That is virus, is the microorganisms which cause measles. Chicken pox, smallpox. So these are the through air or direct contact we may get diseases. So now next we'll learn through carriers such as insects. Through carriers. We may, such as insect. Insects. That is what? Insect. Housefly, mosquito, mosquitoes. What is the housefly? What is carrier? A living organisms which harbor the particular pathogens, suppose this is a living organism. This is housefly is a living organisms which harbor means they what happen? These houseflies they act as a carrier. This housefly, they will go and sit in garbage or any animal excrete. What happens? If they sit on that, the pathogens which will stick into their legs or in their body. What happens after some time? They will come in uncovered food. If they sit in those uncovered food, they will leave those feathers in that food. That food will be contaminated. Whosoever consume those uncontaminated food likely to fall sick. Those microorganisms which are left by the carrier, that is housefly, in the food, contaminated food, then uncovered food, that food get contaminated, and if you consume those contaminated food, then obviously will fall in sick. These are housefly. They act as a carrier. They will carry those pathogens in their by the help of their legs and body. The pathogens will stick into their body. But those carriers, this housefly will not fall sick. They will not be infected. So those living organisms which harbor the particular pathogens without ill effect, without affecting them, and then this housefly can transmit the disease to the other person. They can transmit the disease for other person. Those therefore these housefly mosquitoes are called what? They are carriers. I hope you understood the meaning of carriers. The meaning of carriers. So this pathogen may enter in our body in many ways. Through the air we breathe. Suppose some person is suffering from a common cold. If he sneezes or cough, the fine droplets of moisture contains thousands of viruses. If this fine particles of droplets, if somebody nearby or side by any of them, if they breathe this fine droplets of contents of thousands of virus, if they breathe in, they will get infected. So while breathing, while coughing or while sneezing, you have to have along with you a handkerchief, so that you can put in your mouth while sneezing. You can cover your mouth and sneeze, so that the fine droplet will not reach to other person. So obviously you have to know how these are caused, but we have to important, that is, we have to know how to prevent it. So through the air we breathe, or these diseases are prevented by first thing, drink boiled water. That is first thing. Drink boiled water. If you don't drink boiled water, by boiling, around 70 to 80% of the microorganisms are killed. If you boil the water at a certain temperature, these microorganisms, they may kill or die. So chances of consuming microorganisms which are present in the water will be less effective. It will be less, so that you will not get any diseases. So you are required to boil the water before drinking. Boil the water and drink. And also eat properly cooked food, like fork meat, swine flu, fork meat, or any food items you must cook properly. That must be properly cooked. The improperly cooked food, if you eat, it may chances of causing getting some diseases which can spread through the food that we eat. Got it now? Next thing, maintain good sanitation. Bath every day, wash your dress periodically. So you have to take care of yourself with good sanitation. Got it now? Clean your house, surrounding. Got it now? So next, keep patient. If anyone is suffering from a sickness, or we can say like swine flu, or we can say this coronavirus, COVID-19, keep their personal belonging in separate places, and also make sure that patient may isolate himself from others, and all the belongings that the patient having, that must be kept aside. That must be sanitized. Got it now? And also next is get vaccinated at proper age. In order to avoid this smallpox, polio, measles, chickenpox, this must be vaccinated. Through vaccination only we can get rid of this. As proper as if small children, if if child is born at a home, you must be suggested, or they must be brought taken to vaccinated center, or for this polio vaccination program, pulse polio, oral polio. They must be taken regularly to meet with doctors or consult doctors to be make sure that the child may be vaccinated at a regular interval of time. So we need to get rid of all this. These are the prevention. The disease which caused by virus can be prevented but can't be cured. So you must be very alert regarding this, very cautious about these diseases. There are several microorganisms which may cause diseases in many ways. What is the next is also we'll study water and food through that we take intake. Also, that is already we talk about the housefly and mosquitoes. There is certain these mosquitoes. There are mosquitoes which can cause what? Malaria. Malaria is caused by what? Malaria is caused by what? Mosquito. What is called? Mosquito. What kind of disease? Which are the mosquitoes which carry which cause malaria? They are known as protozoa. What they? Protozoa are microorganism. That is mosquito. This mosquito, that is Anopheles mosquito. Mosquito cause what? Malaria. Aedes mosquito cause what? Dengue. Dengue is caused by Aedes mosquito, and malaria is caused by Anopheles mosquito. Female Anopheles mosquito. Female Anopheles mosquito. What is that? These are the how we prevent from this this protozoa, or we can say how we can prevent from this mosquito biting disease. So what you have to do? Do not allow water to contaminate in the surrounding, or collect. Do not allow the water to collect around the surrounding. In we can say in a mud pot, we can flower pot or tire, anything which is collecting the water or making it stagnant. So that what will happen in that stagnant water, mosquito can breed. They breed on stagnant water. So what happen if you find any such stagnant water surrounding your house, surrounding in your house, if you find, so what you have to do? You spray kerosene. You spray what? Kerosene. Spray kerosene on the surface of the water so that it may kill the larva. What it will kill? It will kill larva of mosquito. It will kill the larva. That larva stage means that is what? They will lay egg. So they will kill larva of mosquitoes. Therefore, it will reduce the multiplication of these mosquitoes. What is that? So they will kill larva. Also, you can use these are the preventive measures we are discussing. What is that? How you prevent from all this kind of diseases? These are preventive measures. Spray kerosene, kill the larva of mosquito. Also, you can use net. You can use nets, or what you can use? You can use repellents. 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 You can find in the flag. You'll find that all out. That is chemically which can kill mosquitoes. You can use repellents, or you can use nets while sleeping. Got it? So these are the how we prevent from all such kind of diseases which cause disease in our body. Such that those diseases are called pathogens. I hope today's will already this much is enough. Next video we will learn regarding disease causing in animals and plants, and also we'll study food poisoning, preservation of food. Then we'll study nitrogen fixation. We'll study that is last three or four topics left. Then we'll complete this chapter. And also many of the students already they are started working of solving chapter 1 workbook, but most of you haven't received any information regarding solving of workbook. So please complete it before exam. You have to complete the chapter 1 workbook, because most of the questions come from workbook, I guess. Got it now? So make sure that you complete it. Any doubt, make sure that I must know. Don't write wrong answer in workbook. Before any doubt, leave that question and ask me first. Got it? Okay, all the best. Study nicely. Thank you.